everyone. Here are my audience members today. All right, let's get started. So, to start off, right here, this is a plushie. And it's just not any plushie, it's an anime plushie, specifically of Megumi Fushiguro from the new anime Jujutsu Kaisen. So, now a bunch of you are probably asking, why do you have this plushie? You're a grown man. To that I say you're right, but the reason why I have this is because it shows my love for anime. Anime has grown so much over the years. My first anime that I started with, the first anime that I ever started with was Naruto when I was about 12, 13 years old. And ever since, I've been watching, it was the first anime I got started with, and ever since, I've gotten to see anime grow in animation, art, and it's just an amazing experience. And so, this does beg an important question though. How did it all begin? And so, this is where we will start. First half of this will be the origin of anime. So, anime originated in the 1900s as Japanese filmmakers learned animation techniques from films produced in countries like France, Germany, and the US. First ever anime film to be shown publicly was a 1917 2-minute snippet known as Nakamura Gatana in English, what that in English is Obtuse Sword, which portrays a samurai unsuccessfully testing a new sword. Unfortunately, though, in 1923, the Great Tanto earthquake hit Japan and destroyed much of its new anime industry. Because of the earthquake, many of the early anime films were lost, except for Nakamura Gadata and a few others, as they were later found and restored in 2017. But at that time, anime was left in the sidelines so that Japan could recover from the earthquake. The 1930s then rolled around, and after the release of Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, anime in Japan started making a comeback. And with the help of the Japanese government, early artists such as Kenzo Masaoka and Mitsuyo Seo made great strides in the 1930s, made great strides in animation techniques. A lot of the anime made in the 1930s was made for educational and propaganda purposes. In 1933, Masaoka produced and released Chikara to Ona no Yo no Naka. That's a hard one to read. The first anime film to feature recorded audio. And a few years later, in 1945, during World War II, Mitsuyo Seo directed and released Momotaro's Divine Seed Warriors, the first feature-length anime film that was sponsored by the Imperial Japanese Navy. Later in the 1960s, another prominent artist and animator would rise in Japan and become one of the leading pioneers of anime, that being Osamu Tezuka. One of his works, Astro Boy, saw international success and became the first televised anime and the first anime TV series to seek success in the US. Thanks to Astro Boy, we would see more famous anime become successful worldwide, like Speed Racer, which was released in 1967, and Gundam, which was released in 1979. During this time, anime in the US was mostly seen and labeled as children's cartoons due to undergoing significant editing. But later, in the 80s and 90s, things would change for the better, and the evolution of anime would begin. The evolution of anime begins with the release of the graphic sci-fi movie Akira in 1989. Fans around the world started to see the potential variety and depth in story and animation that anime can offer. From there, along with the internet becoming prevalent in the 90s, anime would blow up in popularity, and hundreds of anime TV shows and movies of many different genres, for all ages, would become favorites around the world. Along with the growth in popularity, more artists and animators would enter the limelight, innovating and pushing the genre to its highest potential, and the genre would begin to evolve as animation and the technology of animation evolved as well. Anime such as Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Cowboy Bebop became mainstays and symbols of the genre in the early and late 90s. Anime such as Death Note, Monster, Gintama, Naruto, Fooly Cooly, Bleach, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood became symbols of the anime in the early and late 2000s. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Attack on Titan, My Hero, Hunter x Hunter, Kill la Kill, and Demon Slayer became symbols of anime in the early and late 2010s. And lastly, Jujutsu Kaisen, Tokyo Revengers, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, Spy X Family, and Chainsaw Man became symbols of the future generation of anime in the 2020s. Or it became symbols of the future generation of anime in the 2020s. Sorry about that. There are much more anime to come later throughout the years, with new seasons added to previous shows, and new shows such as Hell's Paradise and Oshinoko entering the fray later this year. To conclude, I would like to explain some of the personal implications anime has had in my life. Thanks to anime, not only have I built new strong friendships, but I've also strengthened existing friendships that I've already had before. Anime has helped fuel my creativity in writing new stories and the like, and has also challenged me to become a better writer. And, well, that's about it. I know it's not a lot, but still, anime is something I personally enjoy. It has something for just about everyone. If you like rom-com, watch Komi Can't Communicate or Toradora. If you like slice of life, watch Bocchi the Rock. If you like shows with dark, gritty undertones, watch Chainsaw Man. I can go on and on. Whatever genre, sorry about that. Whatever genre you can think of that you like, there's probably an anime of that genre. Whether or not you want to get into anime after this speech is up to you. Thank you. That's it.